How big of a problem, Stephen A., are these refs right now?
It's a problem. And I'm going to say this for everybody to hear me. It's the referee's fault. It's not the players. And hear what I'm saying. You have a situation where LeBron James was ejected over a month ago for the first time in his 15-year career. Kevin Durant was ejected. Steph Curry was ejected. I remember the referee, Courtney Kirkland, butting heads with Sean Livingston. I don't care what anybody say. He instigated that contact. That was not Sean Livingston that instigated that contact, okay? You've got a situation last night, Derek Stafford, who I respect, and I've watched be an exceptional referee for years. Courtney Lee had no business receiving a tech. It's one thing, you could get into arguments with refs, and it is no doubt that the players whine and moan a bit too much, and sometimes you have to reel them in, and I get that. Courtney Lee was not talking to the ref last night. That rookie out of Oregon, grabbed his arm, tucked on his jersey and whatever. They're going back and forth talking. It would be one thing if the official is going off about the player and how the player is reacting to them. There needs to be something addressed in terms of their direct communication with one another. But when a referee feels the need to tell you or to intervene while you and somebody you're competing against is talking smack to one another, mind your damn business and referee the game. What difference does it make? And not only that, here's the biggest point that I wanted to make about this, Max. Keep in mind, it's not an image issue, but we addressed that question yesterday. I ask a rhetorical question, or maybe it's not a rhetorical question to you, Max Kellerman. You're the officials, and you paint these players in that light. How the hell does that help the league's image? Do you not contribute to stereotypes that get put out there about these players because you might not like how they communicate with you, or you might not like how they're communicating in the heat of competition? Doesn't the NBA referees have just as much of a responsibility as the players, as coaches, all right, to protect the league's image? I think they do, and I don't believe they're living up to that.
It's not actually the ref's fault, nor is it the player's fault. This is the league's fault. Okay. First of all, because of high definition, everyone sitting at home knows more than we used to know because we can see it more clearly, right? Yep. So we think the refs continually do worse jobs in every sport. They do the same job they always did. We just see it much more clearly. Secondly, the game's getting faster and faster. I mean, guys like Westbrook, how do you keep, and these middle-aged guys and gals have to run up and down the court with these guys and see everything. It's too much. Also, things get out of control. It's been chippier recently. They want to maintain control, and they're doing it all under an antiquated system. The league's too cheap. They don't want to hire more refs. So when I have a question about how to fix it, Stephen A., because I'm about solutions and problem solving.
So you say, but go ahead.
I call the person who I usually consult with on basketball issues. Who would that be?
Coach Mackey.
Coach Mackey.
Coach Mackey, your daughter's
and
that's right.
Coach. My daughter's coach.
9-year-old.
Skills development
You're
coach. That's right. Steady Buckets in New York. You're going to make an appearance there pretty soon.
Yeah,
I got to rope you into that. The point is, he did have an answer for me. This is what you do. It's an antiquated reffing system. The refs are responsible for too much. It's not humanly possible. So what do? You got to hire a few extra refs per game. I don't know if the league's going to want to spend the money. Players do. Spend the money, get them. And you have line refs. You have one ref on either line, on either side of the court, just watching the lines, inbounds and out of bounds, right? Now so you're going to have to add 2 refs there. You have 1 ref under each basket just watching the painted area. So 2 refs there. And you have 2 refs running up and down with the players. You need, just like a line judge in tennis, right? You need to give the refs responsibilities that they can actually handle. Right now, there's too much responsibility and too few refs. If you did that, also, if you're just watching the sidelines, your head's not bobbing up and down. It's like a hitter in baseball keeping their head still so they can see the ball better. The player's moving, the ball's moving. Just keep your head on the line. They're going to have to hire 3 extra refs per game. And if they did that and changed the system, you wouldn't see this, Stephen A. There's too much for them to control.